Hey, it's time for Babblin with Bob. So pay attention. Thank you.
I gotta have my protein, my steak, egg, and cheese bagel with no onions.
Yeah.
It's good. And
Well, here's Babblin Bob
Wait.
eating.
What did you say a minute ago?
What?
About you didn't realize something?
How good looking I was.
You believe that? Anyway, welcome back to another edition of Babblin with Bob. I got my breakfast, my Diet Coke, and of course all those people say, oh, that's bad for you. It's better living through chemicals. I mean, that's what my doctor used to tell me.
Well, you live a lot longer when you eat junk food.
You know, I firmly believe that. And
Anyhow, if we're live, I like to introduce myself. My name is Howard Stein, United States Army. And
we won't hold it against
and I
you.
appreciate everybody that's listening to us babble along with Babblin Bob here. And this is a very interesting time
Where's the dogs at?
in our country. And that's because we're going through a transition period right now where there are a number of people that really hate our country. And then we have other people that really support our country. And I'm, of course, and me and Babblin Bob, veterans, and we support our country and love our country. I'm the third generation born in this country. And I love everything about this country. And I want the grandchildren and all the other folks' kids have a wonderful life in this country. But we have outside sources and inside sources that are trying to change us, and we got to fight back. And thank God for Donald J. Trump. This man, I'm honest to God, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate and love this man and his family for what they're trying to keep us Americans, the United States of America, and everything he does is America is first. And when have we had any kind of president that talked like this? And people that don't like him for whatever reason, I don't understand, where the man loves our country, works for free. His family are outstanding in every core. The kids, the grandkids, whatever. And anyhow, we got to fight back. And these Democrats, unfortunately enough, I don't know why they have changed so drastically, why they hate our country when we bring them in from all parts of the world. And instead of assimilating to our laws, our customs, our history, they hate us for it. And that's got to change. And all these shootings and murders and protesting and everything else, protest is fine if it's done in a legal way, but it's not. And our universities have completely collapsed from allowing these people to hurt our institutions, people trying to learn and educate themselves instead of being a political arm of these liberals and Democratic Party that are just, I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand. Why in the hell would you support your own demise? If these people went to these Middle East countries, they would not even survive. They'd get thrown off the buildings, they'd be hanged, they'd be burned alive, or whatever means that they hate us. And yet, these people that support that, for whatever reason, I don't know. And I am Jewish by birth. My uncles, my family have fought Civil War, World War I, World War II, and me during the Vietnam era. But you know what? I don't know how to think anymore because I've never in my life gone through the turmoil that this country's going through. You know, I want to reach out and strangle people almost that don't believe and are not grateful for what this country provides. So anyhow, I want to thank you again and thank Babblin Bob here for allowing me to speak my views. I'll be speaking them just as often, or hopefully as often as Bob here. And hopefully all of us can find the answer for what we need, coming together to compromise for the betterment of our country. And I salute everybody that's listening to us, and Godspeed and God bless America.
I got nothing after that. I'm buying you a cape. I'm going to call it MM, MAGA Man.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's Howard. And, you know, the thing I like is that Howard never has backed down about how he feels. You know, and he can back it up. You know, you're not an idiot. You know your stuff. You know, and that I appreciate that. And you know, usually when you hear on the radio or you see on TV, you hear these disclaimers. The views of this program are those of the, you know, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
I think that's a big ass cop out. I really do, because if you don't want to have them on your show, then don't. But if you don't want to let them say what they want to say, then yeah, don't have them on your show. But they're on your show. They're on your, whether it's TV or radio. You know, I'm not going to have that.
You know why they have that, Bob?
Why?
Because they lie.
Oh yeah.
They continuously lie.
Yeah.
They deceive all of us. The context is changed for the betterment of their position,
Yeah.
but they lie. They lie and they lie, and the country is so sick and tired of listening to these lies.
Yeah.
And yet, this is a party that represents somewhat a portion of our country, the Democrats. And yet to continue to lie is unquestionable. Why? Why are they lying? Because they have nothing to back up, nothing to make this country better.
It's not true. That's a lie.
You are a liar! No, I'm not! He's lying!
You know, you want to hear my disclaimer?
Yes, sir.
Want to hear it again?
Yes, sir.
One more time?
Yes,
That's
sir.
our disclaimer.
Yeah.
You know, freedom of speech, and if I'm talking about something, I'm not going to say anything unless I can back it up, with physical proof or video proof or something that's indisputable. And that's the way Howard is, and that's the way it's got to be. If people don't like it, that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your right. If you don't like what we say, turn it off. Go watch cartoons or whatever you want to watch. I don't care. But yeah, that's the way it's going to be for us from now on. And it always has been that way. But that's the way you're going to always see, the honesty.
Well, whatever I say, I back it up. And if people want to challenge me, I welcome them. Let them speak in front of me or any way that they can to justify their opinions and their being. But you know what? They don't.
No.
They don't. Oh, Donald Trump's a Führer, a Nazi, a Hitler, or whatever. Give me a break. Being Jewish, I know what the Holocaust is all about. I've had family die in the Holocaust. Don't give me that crap. And also, I got to tell you, the Jewish War Veterans is the second oldest organization in the United States. We have fought for this country. We believe in this country. And we'll die for this country because we're Americans first. America first. Remember that. That's the way all of us should believe in. America first.
Damn!
One of the things about, let's talk about disclaimers. They're afraid that they're going to offend somebody and not get sponsors. I know I'm not going to get sponsors, and if I do, great. We'll treat them like gold and praise them and put them all over the place. But I'm not worried about it because we're going to speak our hearts and our minds with proof. And Howard just proved that here today.
I want
He's
people
not done
that sponsor America. I don't care if you're a liberal or a Democrat or conservative. Sponsor America for the betterment of our country and our children and our grandchildren and the future of this country. Make it better for all of us. and stop talking down on this country. This country is gifted with so many different people from all over the world, all walks of life, all religions, all skin colors. And you know what? That's a treasure. It's a treasure. And that's what I love about this country. When I went into the military, I went in with a Latino and a German and a Jew. Three of us, we were so odds of each other, but we loved this country. And to this day, we still love this country and we support this country. And God bless Donald J. Trump.
Damn!
Vote Howard Stein. That's just all. Are you still friends with the guys you went into the military with?
Well, one died.
Oh, okay.
One died, and but he's a brother to me. I've known him for 69 years. His name is Daniel Stephen Pena, and he
Pretty famous.
he is a remarkable individual who's had great success and a good family, and he, like me, loved this country and felt that we should go and support and pay back for all the things that we've gotten from this country. And you know what? When you're in the military, it's called brother of arms. It don't matter who or where or what you are. You're brother of arms, period. And the military is the best thing for this country. And it's been handled, unfortunately, in the past, not to win wars, but I think going in the future now, we are being trained, and the fact that we have secretaries of states now and supporters of this country under Donald Trump, that the fact that I really believe that this country is headed in the right direction, and all these polls are saying that now, that we are heading for the right direction. And my God, at least when you get up every day and you touch the ground and you say, I'm a free man and I can do anything I want in this country to make myself successful without hurting other people. And what a gift. What a gift. And these institutions of higher learning, stop with the political crap. Go to school to learn something. Learn a trade, or be a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, or whatever. Learn the fundamentals of life and stop being and raising flags of foreign countries and burning ours and taking our monuments and painting and destroying them. What kind of people are these that we allow in this country? This has got to stop. And you can't burn people alive or shoot people or knife people or just because of their race or their religion or whatever. That's inexcusable.
Let's along that line. What's the current news about that piece of garbage that tried to burn the Jewish people as they were a peaceful gathering, throwing Molotov cocktails at them? I mean, come on. Now that is a piece of garbage.
They're
the guy's illegal.
They're 55 to 88 years old. Just think about your parents and your great parents. Would you want them, and they go in a peaceful possession, would you want them to be burned by some lunatic that's not even supposed to be in this country?
Yeah, his visa ran out, and he planned this for a year. He tried to get a gun. They said no, and so he got pissed off and said, "Oh, so I'll burn him up." And he confessed that he would do it again. Now, that's what we need in this country? Really? So here's a perfect opportunity for our legal system to say, no.
Enough's enough.
Yes. And I don't even know what deporting this guy would do, because he's going to be out and about. I'd say put him in a hole, let him rot, because he's no good to anybody. He's hurting people. And
Well,
you want that around?
Well,
No,
I'm,
I don't.
I'm going to say something that probably most people aren't going to agree on. But I
Really?
think now we should have public executions. And we should show people, if you commit a crime, you're not only do the time, you'll pay for your life. And I think maybe people will start to wake up and say, you know what? I treasure life more than death, and I don't think I should commit that crime. So this is what I actually believe in, that the crime, the penalty should be harsh, and maybe our the crime in this country will start to diminish, because even the small kids will know that they can't get away with doing stuff like this anymore. How about love thy neighbor instead of kill thy neighbor? You know, and let's we can do it. We can change things for the betterment of our country. Some people are sick. I understand that. Maybe they need the proper medical help. All these street people that live near schools, businesses, and in public avenues, if they want to live that way, fine. But put them somewhere where they're not destroying other people's lives. You know, we have things that we can do to make our country better. We just got to start talking, and matter of fact, start talking and start doing, and making these things change. So for the betterment of all of us.
You know, along those lines, it appears society nowadays, it appears that there are a lot of people that are not willing to take responsibility for their actions.
Right.
And I mean, when I was a police officer and I taught the DARE program, we talked about consequences. You had DARE words. Okay, one was consequences, the results of something you choose to do, or the results of something you choose not to do. I mean, and that's teaching a lesson right there, right? And nowadays, though, I don't see it. I really don't see people trying or taking responsibility for their actions, and it's something they choose to do or choose not to do. Where's that gone? We need to bring the responsibility factor back along the lines of what you said. It's harsh, yeah. We both agree that that's harsh, but something's got to be done.
Well, I think, to give you an example, when I was a little boy, and I was in a market, and I wanted this toy out of the cereal box. And I opened this box, and I stole that toy. And when I was walking out, they stopped me from taking that toy. And can I tell you, being a little boy, I remember that. And the fact is, if you do stuff like that, there are consequences. And I think maybe the generations now don't have the consequences of their doings. And that boy that went to Singapore, I remember, put graffiti all over the walls, and the penalty was lashes. And of course, America felt that was too harsh. But I got to tell you, that penalty probably, I guarantee that boy is never going to do graffiti again anywhere. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, let's all try to make our world better, teaching our kids better, and if you can't do that, we're a lost cause. And I don't know, I still believe in this country. I love this country, but we all have to pitch in. And this other party has to reform itself. There's too much hatred concerning their policies. And we got to stop that. How about starting loving our country and bettering our country, and stop calling other people's names? You know, Hitler or Mussolini or Tojo or wherever it stops.
Have you ever seen a president treated the way President Trump's being treated?
Never.
Never.
And that's why, in my lifetime, I believe this man is probably the greatest president we've ever had. And like I said before, man, wow. Thank God we produced a Donald Stephen Trump.
Is that his name?
Is Donald?
Middle name?
Or is it, wait a minute.
The J.
Donald J. Trump. I'm sorry, Mr. President. I'm sorry. I have a senior moment in my life. Well, I'm so sorry.
To show you how old Howard is, I have a picture of him in his Civil War uniform. And it's with his trusty musket and bayonet and the whole bit. So, yeah, and it's on the website, and there it is right now. That's you.
And listen, everybody who's ever listening to this thing, if you do have ideas, please let us know. Let us know. I'm open-minded. I like to hear from everybody how we can change things and make things better for all of us. Please don't be shy. Please let us know what you can do to give us some kind of hope. Remember the hope and change crap? Well, I'm just saying hope. We need hope. And maybe you guys will have that hope for our betterment in our future.
I think that's a great place to end right now. The MAGA Man himself, Howard Stein.
God bless all of you.
Everybody have a great day and an even better day tomorrow. We'll see you.